Hi, my name's Al and today I'm going to show you how to mount your tubeless tyres onto a tubeless wheel. You're going to need a tubeless wheel, tubeless tyre. You can get away with regular tyres, but you're better off using a tubeless ready tyre. Some sealant to seal the punctures that you might get. Tubeless valve to suit your rim. Track pump to inflate your tyre. Also, it's a good idea as a tubeless user to have some CO2 and a chuck handy, a tube should it all go horribly wrong, as well as a tyre boot, a tubeless repair kit and plastic tyre lever as well. That's your lot. Okay, if you've got tubeless wheels and tyres already on your bike as you bought it, chances are there's a tube in there. So at your first possible opportunity you should rip all that out and go tubeless. It's great. First of all, you need to fit a tubeless valve. This should have come with your particular wheel or bike. This is actually a Mavic valve, fits fine in this Eastern rim. With that fitted, we need to fit the tyre. It's a good idea to lubricate the beads of your tubeless tyre. I've got a bit of soapy water and some sponge in the end of this tyre lever here. This will just help the beads to slip into position on the rim. With the bead lubricated, we need to fit the first bead to the rim. Make sure you've got the tyre orientated correctly, because it's probably got a rotational direction. With one bead mounted, we'll start to mount the second bead. We go about 3/4 of the way around. Leave some there at the bottom because we're going to fit some sealant into the tyre. Next up, we're going to prepare our sealant. We've got some Stan sealant here. It's good stuff. Been using it for a few years. Seems to work a treat. The key to this is the mixing of it. Need to give it a good shake upside down. Make sure that any of the bits end up in the measuring cup and therefore then into the tyre. Get our tyre. Put 1 cup in. For this size of tyre, it's a 2.3, but it's fairly slim for a 2.3. Cup and a half should do the trick. You can use 2 full cups for a bigger tyre. So with the sealant there, you can turn it around. So the sealant sits at the bottom where both the beads are fitted. And we can pop the remaining bead on, like so. Next up, we need to inflate it. It isn't always the case, but you may find sometimes that to get a tyre seated, inflated properly, you might need to remove the valve core. Not all valve cores are removable, tubeless valves, but if you can, it'll increase the airflow, it'll help you to seat your tyre. Okay, to inflate, you should just be able to get away with the track pump. Attach it to the valve and pump like Billy-O. That was a success. It went up first time. The bead is mounted all the way around, nice and even. All spins nicely, no wobble, so until it's seated properly. If you do have an issue though, we can use a compressor or a CO2 cartridge to inflate it. If you inflate with CO2, whether it's because you can't inflate the tyre with a track pump or because you're in the woods and you're in a rush, then it's a good idea to position the valve at the top. This causes the sealant to run to the bottom, as it's been said that the sealant can be set off by CO2. It's also important to wear a glove, because if these are uncovered, they get really cold in use. There we go. Okay, with it nicely seated, just give it a good clean up, get rid of all that sealant that's seeped out the sides. Do up the valve, add a valve cap. The main reason I think for using a valve cap is because I've often had the valves damaged by debris being flicked up. If you've got any leaks, you will see the sealant coming out, especially if you've used non-tubeless tyres. If you have used non-tubeless tyres, you need to give the wheel and tyre a good shake, keep turning it around. That will give the carcass of the tyre a good coating of sealant and stop any leaks. The best thing to do though is to put them in your bike and go and ride it. Yeah, that's your lot. Enjoy your new tubeless tyres, and we'll see you again.